Good morning, everyone. Today, I wanted to talk about a comrade and a former schoolmate of mine, okay, uh, Dr. Umar Johnson. And I know everybody's been talking about it this last few days during this holiday season, and about him going to the Pennsylvania board. He has to go before the Board of Psychologists in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, which is the state capital in that state. And he has to answer for some charges they may try to take his license from him. And to me, in my just my humble opinion, I think it's very unfortunate. And I believe there was a lot of haters or people who did not like his message who decided to make bogus claims or some very unsubstantiated claims about the stuff that he's doing, you know. And I'm watching some of you out here in YouTube land. You're sitting up here praying for his downfall. You're kicking him while he's down. And I ask myself, if Umar Johnson was of another race, let's say he wasn't black. Let's say he was an Irishman. Would you be kicking him down like that? That's what I ask myself. Or if Umar was a Korean, would this go on? Probably not. And that's just my humble opinion. Now, do I agree with everything Umar says? No. Okay, of course not. I don't agree with everything. Okay, but he does have a lot of good information. And you have to ask yourself, how many black boys have you saved, you know, from special education? And the reason I'm asking that question, because I know from experience and I know for a fact that he has helped black boys in the inner city. And how do I know this? Because he comes from my hometown of Philadelphia, number one. Number two, one of my personal friends, you know, in my personal circle, his son benefited from Umar Johnson's work because they was getting ready to railroad him into special education. And I know that young man. I've known him since he was a baby. There's nothing special education about him, okay? He was just a curious little boy, okay? And he's very smart. And not saying that special ed kids aren't smart, because I've met plenty of them, you know, as an educator. They're smart, but they just learn differently. He, you know, he almost got misdiagnosed in it, and that's not cool, okay? But getting back to Dr. Umar Johnson, the thing with Dr. Johnson is that you all are so quick to tear somebody like him down, all because he has a difference of opinion, okay? And the thing is, we have a tendency a lot of times to try to discredit people who share an quote unquote unorthodox perspective than the normal. That's why, in my humble belief, in Umar, if you're watching this, I don't think you should have done the Roland Martin show. You know, what is it, one-on-one with Roland Martin, which is no longer in existence because Mr. Martin was eliminated from that program. Now, a lot of people attacked Roland Martin for what he did. I thought it was just really, I knew something wasn't right when he was on there, in my opinion. And I feel as though a lot of times, as black folks, we are our own worst critics. Okay? We criticize each other hard. And we are always under scrutiny with each other. Now, I don't believe for a minute that there were white folks involved that try to get this man's license taken from him. But they probably receive thousands of calls. Now, let's turn the record over. As told to me, I don't know how valid it is, so don't quote me on any of that. A journalist, a very respected journalist that I do know in the Philadelphia area, said that he's been covering Dr. Johnson and some of the people he's interacted with, and he was informed about the domestic abuse cases against this man, and also, what was it, some restraining orders that were put out on him. I don't know if that's true or not. And if it is true, that's messed up. If it is true. And the key word is if. He don't strike me as a woman beater, but you never know. He didn't strike me as that. You know, and I understand when I went to school with him, as I said in the previous video, I went to junior high school with him. His name was never on the suspension list. I ain't never really see his name on the suspension list. I never seen him in any fights. I never seen him in any kind of trouble. I never seen him get in trouble. I never seen him, you know. Umar was just a cool dude from what I've seen, and he had positive interactions with people, and some of the girls at the time thought he was cute. You know, that was about it. But he never got in trouble. You know, I never seen, like I said, I never seen him on the suspension list. Now I understand, you know, middle school versus the adult Umar, it's two different things. It's two different people, I'm sure. You know, because you mature and stuff. But anyway, black folks, though, this is my thing to you all. Stop criticizing people who do not share your point of view. If they don't share your point of view, let it go. Okay? Agree to disagree. And that's that. Don't question the man's credentials. Don't question the man's, you know, his credibility. Don't do that. And, you know, and if you're one of those type of people who you couldn't get ahead because he's being popularized, his work is being popularized, don't go to low resorts and try to undermine him. That's that crabs in the barrel mentality, and it's too late in the game. We getting ready to go into 2018, and we got people still doing this crabs in the barrel foolishness. It really needs to stop. It really needs to stop because it's too much. It's too late in the game. It's too late in the game for all this to be happening. You understand me? You know, all this bickering and stuff when we still got people getting killed every night. We don't protect each other. We don't work with each other. We don't support each other at a massive scale like we should or could be or should be. But right now, we better wake up because while all this crap y'all doing right now is going on, there's some stuff that your congressman and this so-called president is planning behind our backs. You need to stay woke. All right? Peace.